Number one rule, we keep our foot on the gas.
Disrespect us on our show and get a foot in your ass.
From the beta IE, we've been focused on cash.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, it's the Bruddaz Podcast. It's the Bruddaz Podcast.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to the Bruddaz Podcast, Season 2, season finale, episode 30. Make sure you guys hit the description down below. Drop a like, drop a comment to boost the algorithm. Get this in front of more viewers like you. Go ahead and hit the description down there and follow the links down below. You can follow Sav, you can follow me, and in this episode, my bad, you will follow. It's the coffee. It's the coffee. In this episode, you will find SUG
Bandit.
SUG Bandit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. So what's up? So this is how we're gonna do it, right? So we're gonna work our way up to where you're going. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna start off with, who were you growing up? Let's start there.
Well, I originally came from Southeast San Diego, and that's where all the Filipinos was at when I was growing up. And then I moved out here to the IE. I was in Elsinore, Wildomar, a bunch of different cities. And then when I got out of high school, I was just nonstop in every county: San Diego, LA, Orange County, the IE.
Like nonstop? Like what do you mean nonstop? Like
just like going back and forth, doing different things.
Like not moving to those places, but like just doing
moving.
work.
So, yeah, after high school, it was just to do different.
So right out of high school, you were working your ass off.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Oh well, first I was working some fast food job.
Oh, okay, been there.
I'm out. That's been. Last month just marked 6 years being gone. I was there for 6 years, and I finally left after 6 years. So
You were at a fast food joint for 6 years, and you just left?
Yeah. So it's been a year anniversary since last year.
Would you want to say what kind of fast food?
Yeah, I could say which one right now.
What restaurant?
I worked at El Pollo Loco.
Oh, not bad. Not too bad, right? El Pollo Loco's
Don't
fire.
work fast food, I'll tell you that.
Huh?
Do not work fast food.
Oh, I've worked fast food. I've worked McDonald's for 6 years.
I used to be at Baker's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How long were you at Baker's?
1 year going to 2.
I mean,
And
don't
then
work
that
at
was
McDonald's.
when
if you're gonna do fast food, at least
the demo
have a nice,
shit,
decent one.
That's why I was like, yeah, but I had a decent little fast food cook job,
What was your position over there?
the drive-through.
Oh, okay.
And then the fryer guy.
Me too.
I was the
I've
fryer
worked
with
The
front.
dude that check the fries every second to make sure the
Yeah,
fries
yeah,
are consistently good. You feel me? Like,
yeah. That's fast food.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we've been there.
I got sponsored by Baker's one time.
You got sponsored by Baker's.
Yeah, I had to do like a taste testing video.
They gave you like these coupons.
They
Or is
told
it
me
like-
to
one thing,
come and
Baker's has a lot of exclusive ass like windbreakers and like they have, they have a fucking franchise clothing brand. Baker's.
Baker's?
They sell like other
Like they have all
clothes.
kinds of crazy
Like
shit.
merch?
Like they actually have
Like
merch.
In-N-Out has merch too.
Same thing.
Well,
with
In-N-Out got some fly
Actually,
Oh,
stuff.
they have the T-shirts and
I
shit
think
too.
they
That's
all
kind
got
of like how Baker's be doing. Not all of them.
McDonald's
but I would
used
say
to
like
have
the
merch.
main one. McDonald's they be having it, but I be feeling like you gotta work for them nowadays to have it.
I got other merch that nobody else had because I won a talent contest at El Pollo Loco. It was funny. They
El
gave me
Pollo
like
Loco
they gave me
too.
a skateboard deck. They gave me like 2 different shirts and it said like lowrider on it. I was like,
The
what?
skateboard deck is a steal.
Yeah. I use it in my trophy. Like, this is what you get. You worked for
Those
like
are the
6
ones
years.
for sure you gotta put on the wall. On
Yeah.
display.
It's still in the plastic. I was like, oh, one day when I get my own crib, that's when it goes up. They're
Yeah.
gonna be like, what is that?
Put it on
Does it feel
display.
like a real deck?
It's a real deck.
Oh, you know how they have like
Does it already have
boards
the
that feel like
the,
styrofoam and shit?
what's that shit? The grip tape on it and everything?
No.
No?
You gotta get the grip.
Yeah, it's
tape.
just the whole board. Yeah,
You gotta
see?
build it.
That's
What
when
is
you
funny?
know. It's just the pine wood.
Well, it's gonna be
It's
a
just
for
pine wood.
generation. That one.
Yeah. And then so basically like it's a build her own deck type of situation. So whenever if you were to do that, take it out the wrapper and shit, you could build that shit from scratch.
Build it from scratch.
Put your own grip, color and all.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Your
Put
own
like
trucks,
a nameplate on it.
bearings,
That'd be
wheels,
Make it a trophy.
the whole thing, and then hang it up.
dope. Like, it's
And then hang it up like I built that.
Just to say you built that.
Just to say you built it and
Right,
you never
nah,
rode that
you
shit.
right, you right.
Yeah.
It's not even on the wall no more. It's like over here spinning in like a little
It's a
cage.
shelf. Hey, you could hack use it as a shelf. Have you seen some people use skateboards as a like a shelf?
Yeah. Oh,
That'd be
dang.
hard.
Yeah.
But be like, nah, I built that though. I put that together,
I
and then
want it
made it
too.
into a shelf. Like that'd
Yeah.
be cool. Yep.
Okay, so out of high school, you just ended up doing what you're doing now.
Well, yeah, I was working fast food for a bit, and then when I really started going out, like I was just like, I never got to be out in LA and everywhere else like that. So as soon as I got my new whip, it was like a whole new world for me, you know.
You just started traveling.
Yeah, like I was just nonstop. Like
On the
you see me
road.
LA and then San Diego, NOC, and the IE in one day. Like you see my stories, and I was just like,
I was just
You know.
explaining that
Okay.
today. I was like, it's crazy because once she started really getting the rhythm of it, she was just putting miles on the road. Basically, after that, you know, because it's like she had like a taste of it. Basically, like we all do, you know. Once you finally see something, you get something that you really fuck with or you feel for, you're just like, okay, I'm either all in or I'm not. You know?
Yeah.
Man, since I've known her, she been just hustling, grinding, entrepreneuring, and then you got your own clothing brand too, right?
yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
So you haven't been employed in how long?
I still work right now.
Oh, you still work?
Yeah.
Okay. Just not at the fast food place.
No.
Okay.
No. I would say my new job, like, definitely the environment did make a difference. It's just more uplifting people, more positive. Like, they want to help.
What do you do?
I'm a coach right now.
You're a coach? Coach for...
I can't give too much info. But I'm a
Oh,
coach.
okay. 'cause
It's the
I,
same thing like you too.
I got coaches.
Yeah, you gotta, but it's like
Yeah.
you can't be seen or something. It's kind of like a Young Miss deal.
Well, it's
I
not that
can
you
see
can't
it.
be seen.
You
It's
can't-
just-
No, like her position, certain things they can't do, or it's more so not being a said thing, like, you know, just a visual thing.
Yeah, well, for us,
If
it's
you
not
get
really.
me.
It's not really a rule that we. You know, it's just for yourself in your own business to protect your own business.
That's
know,
why I
you
said
can't
again. I was
be-
speaking on from her aspect.
Yeah.
From her
But if
aspect.
that's how you're explaining it, then yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I get it because you know.
The differences, you feel me? Like there's what you can and can do, what you publicize, and then there's the because you can't type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They can't because
Okay, gotcha.
because they'll get
gotcha.
like it's like if you put a copyright on YouTube type of thing, you gonna get, you know what I mean? So it's like
Okay.
that type of deal.
Okay, I feel that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
I was trying
Cool.
to G-code it as much as I could.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been doing that for how long?
Maybe it's about to be a year.
A whole year.
As long as
Definitely
they
made a
miss.
difference
Yeah.
in my life, but it was something I needed. Like, I do a lot of community work, so it just kind of just showed me different
Because
ways.
it fills into what you're already doing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like-
But it's different because you're working with children and
But
stuff like
it's,
that.
it's
Right.
also the environment.
Right,
You
the
know,
environment's just a lot.
The
It's
environment.
a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
It's
More on a positive role.
Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
just working fast food, where it's just like you gotta put up with people yelling. You know,
Yeah, and like, why are you going to the bathroom? You just
Yeah.
went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
doing
he
this?
did the
Why you
most
doing
cliche one. It's more so that where they just
Come on,
like
we watch the
work.
cameras
You don't know how to
and
work the
this.
register already. Damn, it's been a week. You should have known it by now. You feel me? Like it'd be
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah, I feel that.
Working the drive-through, cause they expect you to get that shit within the day or two.
They watch that
The
timer,
same
I was
motherfucking
I'm
day,
down
yeah.
for that. I don't miss it.
Cause
at
then
all.
each car got to be there by certain seconds.
Yeah, they'll be like 45
That's
seconds.
why
they
some of
gotta
the people be like, "Can you pass the line back and come back again?" You ever had somebody tell you that?
Nah.
Where you're in the
Nobody
drive-through?
told me
Never.
that, no.
Really?
Where you're in never?
Wait,
That's
you
crazy.
Say that
All
again.
the
You're in the
time.
drive-through,
And
and
they'd
they'd be like,
"Can you pull over
"Can
to the
you
side
drive
and we'll
back
bring it out
one
to
more
the
time
ground?"
and then pull it back up?"
Because every time
Yeah.
they pull up, it's a timer.
It's a
They'll be like,
timer.
"Oh, it's 45 seconds."
Or sometimes they'll tell you to back up a little bit.
Yep. That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
that
"You
one-
never had nobody tell you that?" I was like, "That's
I didn't know
wild."
what you meant for a second.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "That's
okay.
wild." I was like, "Cause that
Oh,
happened to me a couple
that
times."
stress ain't on me no more.
It is. Yeah, it really
I feel
is.
it. I feel it.
Any
Okay.
job I have now, it feels just slower to me. So I'm not like, it just feels like it's calm no matter what job, because we're not at that fast pace no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Cause
Yeah.
it's different environment.
Yeah, that's like what we do at the office. Our environment's all positive.
That's good.
It's all positive. So
And definitely different too. They ain't no like
Yeah,
negativeness.
yeah, and
or
there's no
none of that
competition.
there. Yeah, there you
it's
go.
not about competition.
Everybody is trying to help
It's
you
just
do better.
we want everybody to just be on the same page. You know, we all want the same thing. You know what I mean? There's no
Right.
stress at it. You know, it's really cool. Like I love being there, even when I don't need to be there. Like I just
The only stress is him and his coffee, y'all.
yeah. I need
That's
to
a
slow
self
down
thing.
on coffee.
No, I'm the opposite. I can't drink. I can't drink nothing with caffeine. I feel like my heart.
That's what I was saying earlier. I was
No,
like,
I
I had to
need
slow down on the Red Bulls, the Monsters,
I'm gonna slow down on this for sure.
all that shit, because
I need it.
I was feeling it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do like a backflip out of nowhere or something.
Who?
That sounds-
Sab?
No, you man.
Me?
You don't
Nah,
know.
I can't even do a backflip.
You
Can't even
for
do a
now.
backflip.
Shit.
Okay, cool. So being Filipino, right? Because I'm Filipino. So like your parents, how did they take what you're doing? You know,
Man, I'm like the complete opposite.
they wanted you to be the nurse.
Yeah, I'm
Or
not
no?
like I sometimes joke and I'm like probably like their worst nightmare type. Like when a good way, like you think you're gonna have this proper like I mean I was like when I was younger I was like just super like proper and everything. But then after I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stand up for this, I'm gonna stand up for that. And then I just became the complete opposite of them, so it's funny.
See, and I like that shit too, that we getting into that, because that will go into the segments later.
I was gonna ask you about the top 5,
Would you want me to do it now?
7, 12. Yeah, if you want. I don't even know how long we've been going. You know, what is it? We didn't even check the time. Usually
Nope.
we check the time.
We do, but we gonna go into
Let's
the
go.
segment of Sav's Hot 5.
Is it fast?
Nah.
Nah.
That would be like on a rapid thing.
Yeah.
On some rapid questions. But this is more so,
We have done stuff like that before, but nah.
I collect the best 5 questions that I can doing my research and my little dealio upon whoever it is that we have on the show. So everybody's questions are different, but they always get that one same similar one.
You gonna ask me a question that nobody's ever asked me?
I hope
don't
so.
know. He makes these
I would hope
questions.
so, yeah.
We
I
don't
make
talk
these-
about this.
Sometimes when people ask me that, I'm all like, I never even knew that about myself. Like what?
And that's why we
You
get,
might learn something new about yourself.
you know what I mean? Sav's Hot 5, y'all. So with that being said, this is episode 30, the season finale of season 2 with SUG BANDIT. And we gonna roll into these. The first one I have is, and that's a good one. You ready?
Why you look like that?
Because what motivated you? Because I had help getting this
He said,
right here. And particularly when I heard it, I was like,
You did your research.
I was like, damn, that's a good I wouldn't have thought of
Ooh.
this shit for sure.
okay.
What motivated you to join the danza and explain the certain tribe?
What motivated me to be a part of danza was when I first started going to LA, which was like a couple years ago. That's when everything was exposed to me. So it was my first like really big protest. And then there was just danza by our side. And ever since that day, I never stopped being about like the movement and everything we stand for. So, but it was crazy because every time we would protest, it didn't matter what city, who the people, the danza was always by us. Like, and they would be straight up leading us.
That's
during
why I
stage
had
and
that,
everything,
you know,
yeah.
that certain interaction that I did when I said it, because I was just like, man, that's crazy. Because that's like you being Filipino and you're in that, you're really deep in the culture. I see you, you know what I'm saying? I see you doing the movements and stuff. So it's like, I'm pretty sure that's a question a lot of people wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm
And
about. Like,
They heard it here today. Keep explaining yourself. Go ahead.
I'm more about just the culture around me. Like, I never thought because where I lived, I just didn't get to see and be around like the people I'm around in LA or like people like you guys, you know. And when I got my new whip, that's why that energy was just nonstop. I was like, whoa, like it
That's
was
where
like,
the drive more so kind of started and came
like,
from.
you stay driven. And it's that breath of fresh air. Like it feels good to be around people like you know. So when I first started protesting, that's the first time I started going lowrider shows. That's the first time I started having real friends who actually had my back. That's the first time I really like.
You seen it was a
yeah.
family orientated
You
environment.
joined
and
like a
just-
community of people that are like you.
Right. it
That's
was
how,
just-
yup.
And I was like, and I never felt like outcasted. You know, my whole
Yeah.
life people always outcast me. You know,
I
and
feel it, yeah.
and
Or
I
like
feel
you were the black sheep of the family type
yeah,
thing.
my whole life, still to this day. You know, and not even in a bad way. It's just like at first I used to like. Growing up, I used to feel dumb about it. Like, no, I gotta be like this, I gotta be like that. But I'm like, you know what it is? You're not around enough people who embrace who they are and they're proud, you know,
And
and they
who
represent.
you truly are as a person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I was
Yeah.
always told, like, you know, you shouldn't look like this. Man, I'm proud every day who I am, you know.
And that's good. With that being said, I usually mix this at the end, but I want to hit it in the beginning because with that topic, it just felt right. What do you feel like is your deepest fear? And it's not a right or wrong answer, and it's not like what's your deepest fear is like a phobia or nothing. Like what's your deepest fear overall in general in life?
Not making it, like, just like succeeding in like things I really, really want to do, or maybe just never getting to it, or knowing I could have did better in something, and I'm just like, that's just kind of it.
Okay. That's a good answer. How many years have you been modeling, and how'd you get into that scene?
I started modeling 5 years ago. I got hit up by this photographer, Prosper. He's pretty cool. It was for like
Shout
Originals,
out to
Por
Prosper.
Vida, and OG Family. And then they were like, "Oh, you want to go to a photo shoot?" I was like, "What?" And then it was dope because it was 2 other girls and it was their first photo shoot. We was just,
So you had something in common. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're new too? Me too.
we thought we was gonna be nervous. We over here
Overall, a good
cheesing.
environment for your first outcome of that.
Yeah, right there on Whittier Boulevard too. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, we was geeking. We was
He
having
was
a
right
time.
there.
We was having a time right there.
Okay. What's the meaning behind your brand, SUG Bandit?
Well, everybody started calling me Sugar when I was like 11
Mhm.
in middle school because I go up to people and be like, "Give me some sugar." So
Okay.
for my
that's how you
hugs-
got
yeah,
that.
for my hugs
Okay.
and my colorful style and everything. And then I was just really nice. And then I was trying to think of like a nickname because I was like, everybody's heard Sugar, and I was like, you can't do Shuggy. I was like, something need to stand out. And then I used to always wear one glove, and I was like, okay, one glove bandit. And then I was like Shug, and then I was like Shug Bandit, and it just I feel like
That's
it hits.
tight.
I
Okay.
feel like it hits because
She was going through a couple of them.
I feel like it hits because I know I'm a really nice person, but then like when I start being rebellious and everything, like I feel like that's the
You
bandit
can turn
side.
into that bandit, yeah. And it get mixed with a sprinkle of Suge, you feel me?
Yeah.
Not
right.
night,
Suge.
but just
But it's
some
coming from a
Suge.
good place. Call me Peter Pan or something. Like I don't know. Like
Okay.
They call you Peter Pan.
yeah, because you know how that fool like he be robbing people or like yeah, but it was for a good purpose.
I get you. All right. For my
Not saying I
last
rob
one,
people, but
I got you. She's like, I'm just
She goes, wait, I
clarifying.
have to throw that in there. 'cause,
FYI.
they be like she
Okay.
just submitted right now. She's
All right, then, man. For the last one, we got what are some of the biggest challenges you faced as a female entrepreneur?
ooh, you know, being a girl and you like to look pretty, it takes a lot of time. Like, and I would say that's one. Or besides, like, you know how people be shady, like
It's
they,
a lot, I was gonna say it's a lot of
Yeah,
cons that come
yeah.
with the pros with
yeah.
it too.
Besides,
you know?
like the time wise and the looks, is just there's like you don't really know who's trying to be true with you. Like whether that's a female or a male coming up to you, it's like whether you're really pretty or not. Like they'll be like, oh, you're a model, and they really do take advantage of you, man. Like, you know. And I had to learn my lesson and everything, but I was like, but I mean, it got me to where I need to see everyone. I need to right now, and everyone's like, why are you
Okay.
going to this? Why are you going to that? But I'm just like, it was just different for me, you know. Some people they're just surrounded by that, and it was just, you know. But
Some
can't
people
nobody
put themselves into
yeah,
it.
but can't nobody say I didn't show them love. Like, you know what I mean? You see me in like everybody's music video.
Hell yeah. He was in my second music video I ever really put out, The Curse with a Gift.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
we was on that one in
Yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah, that-
Yes,
at
sir.
the
At the
club.
Alasace
Well,
in
Alasace.
Ontario. Yeah, buddy.
I haven't done any.
Which
like,
no longer even exists no more, so don't even try to
I
go.
still got those photos. I still got those photos.
That's what I'm saying. There was good times.
That was your birthday too. That was a
Mhm.
good day.
Yeah.
That was a good day.
That was like
Sir.
3-4 years ago.
That was fun. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
around the time me and Jenny just met.
Mhm.
Actually.
Yeah,
I
man.
have
That's
top people's music videos I've been in. I don't know which one. They were like the most like shocking ones. I don't think I would have ever been in. So, the Santa Fe Clan one. That
I
one
know
was,
you were in one of the homies too, where you were like, "No, this is your baby." Did like a whole.
Oh,
skit
and
in the
Mr.
beginning,
CR, I
too.
seen a sticker right here.
Yeah, that shit was tight
That was my
too.
4th ever music video in Covina and everything.
I was like, "Look at little
so I was
shit."
still new, and I had my blonde hair too.
Yep.
So this was when I first started popping out. So my energy is like, what? So my homegirl invited me, and then I pull up. They're like, who are you? I was like, I'm Sugar. And just imagine like this bitch with
Sugar.
with her purple blue eyeshadow and her blonde hair, and I'm in the middle of the street.
Real
Like,
shit though, yeah.
they're like, who are you? And I'm like, oh. And I said, this girl invited me. They were like, whoever you talking about in here. And I was like, they're like, you want to do an acting scene? I was like, fuck you, you know. And it's so funny because
That's
everybody
crazy.
from the record label, anybody that fucks with them, is like, you're that girl from that shit. And it was just, and we
That
were
was
in
like a
somebody's
that was
house.
like a what do you call it, a brand franchise for you, where it was like open boom, and like a what do you call that, like an introduction of shit.
Yeah,
There you
like,
go.
and I remember that was like when we did the next day was the Mellow Man Ace music video too. So
Okay.
like, I knew that one was gonna be a big day. So my homegirl hit me up the last minute about this.
I done seen
was
you in
stupid.
Dizzy Hollow's video
I'm
too.
in like 3 or 4 of them, man.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like you doing your thing, keep applying pressure. That's what it's about, man. Like she ain't really just speaking it just to speak it. Like she really behind the scenes and in the cut of these videos that we speaking of and that she's mentioning. So, and shit, I'm vouching. I've seen them. They're out there. Do your homework and do your research. SUG BANDIT is out there. If you need her, tap in, book in.
Tap in.
Hey man,
Right
good
down
quality
below.
work. Yep. So
I was
that-
on Westside Boogies too.
that's how was that experience for you working with Dizzy Hollow?
This one was sick because this was like it was like a Filipino collab on it too.
Okay.
So it was like
Because he's mixed too, you know?
Is he?
Dizzy Hollow, I think so. Because he's not just
Oh yeah,
Mexican.
I thought you were
I
talking
think he's
about
black,
Westside
too.
Boogie.
No,
No, Desi's mixed. Yeah,
Desi's mixed. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm just
I think
like,
last time I seen him was he had a toy drive. Yeah, that's the last time I seen him. But he cool.
do
as
a
fuck.
lot of shit for his community, man. Shout out to Dizzy Hollow.
Yeah.
For real. He coming up there and putting a lot of
He
pressure
bring
too
back
in the
that
streets.
G-Funk too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's dope. Everybody from old sides are like he's like a king straight up walking around like not walking.
It's
around,
like Inhale, Nate Dogg's son, because they did a collab too.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was
My
like,
man.
they jumping. Same
Like
thing
twice.
with Doggy Style. There's a lot of dope ass artists out there, man, that's still keeping that, you know,
Doggy
still
Style
keeping the
funny.
scene around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, humble people, man. That's why it's like, that's crazy.
Okay.
That it all falls into the, you know what I'm saying? The same circle.
So from where you were to where you're at now, like what is it currently that you do now? I know you have your own business, right? And then you're also doing the protest thing, but like what else are you doing?
Besides working as well, I'm just trying to build my brand a lot more. I've been trying to write a lot.
Your brand for like
My clothing brand.
Yeah, your clothing
And then
brand.
I've just been writing a lot of like poetry and Sav even knows like I've been trying to do music and everything. So
Yeah,
I've just been learning.
you guys
a
got to
bunch
watch
of,
out
like,
for SUG BANDIT. She better come
you
in.
recorded already?
Oh, I
Couple
tested
things.
it out like a few times, you know. But
Are
I
you
haven't
recording
recorded anything
yourself or
fully.
you going to a studio?
No, she's been to studios.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay,
usually when I'm
okay.
at the studio though, like I do my vocal lessons and I would do them at Blue Side Studios. So I would say it makes a difference. I used to hate the way I talk. Like now I just feel confident. Like even if I sound tired or ever how bad my throat sounds, I'm just like ever since them vocal lessons, I just feel like I sound stronger now.
So you had vocal lessons at the studio?
Yeah.
Was it like a place where you decided to do your vocal lessons, or they provide vocal lessons at the studio?
Yeah, a place I decided to. It was my homeboy's because he literally did it in his room. It was like the size of a closet, but he made it happen. Yeah, and then he's like, but he told me he's like, you get this many hours, you could do whatever you want. So it would be like vocals 1/2 and then guitar 1/2. I only did the
okay,
guitar
yeah.
a few times. I really liked it. I hope I get to go back to it.
Like guitar, like playing guitar?
Acoustic or electric?
Acoustic.
Nice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get comfortable holding a guitar.
You gotta press
Oh,
hard.
ukulele, I could play ukulele. But
I
like,
played
you know, like ukulele's
acoustic,
tiny.
but a long time ago, like in middle school, high school days.
Yeah, I don't know how people just get their fingers like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta
And
crank it, bro. Like it's a certain
Homie said
way.
you gotta press
Especially
it.
You gotta
the way
press
you gotta
hard,
hold
too.
I had to
it.
trim my nails all the way down.
You get those
man.
guitar prints.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta press
Cause you gotta
hard.
hold that motherfucker a certain
Yeah.
way and just.
So you could play it.
No, I've only learned it like I've only done a few practices. I wouldn't say I could play,
Okay,
but
okay.
I only learned things just like how to strum it and how to tune it a little.
Yeah, but you don't find interest in like, oh, I want to.
No, I want to continue. Just them classes was an hour away from my house, like.
Dang.
But it would be cool because it'd be my homie too, so we could just do anything. You don't want to
Yeah.
do this, you do that. So
Dope.
And then it's more comfortable too. I'm pretty sure, cause I mean, when you are recording, you want to be in a comfortable environment. You know what I'm saying, for sure.
yeah.
Cause you don't want to be nowhere where it's kind of like iffy or nothing either. Cause it's the how you say
The
the
vibe.
overall vibe ain't gonna be there. Nor
Mm.
when you record it, you gonna hear that shit in there too. You gonna be like, I don't like this shit.
Music's
Yeah.
a happy thing, you know. Like I should never feel like not happy when I'm trying to do music or when I'm listening to music, you know.
Right.
That's good though, cause then that's where the real creativeness comes from. The creativity, you know.
Yeah. So you're still going through vocal lessons?
I just do my own vocal warm-ups on the side. It's been kind of hard these past weeks because I recently just got a concussion, so it's just my mind just
Yeah,
been
she was just telling me
spinning.
about
Yeah,
that.
so I haven't been able to go to the gym either. Like that.
She been
'cause
trying
I'm
to take it
just-
slow one day at a time. Cause I told her, I was like, damn, concussions ain't no joke. Like
How'd
you
you
gotta
get a
really
concussion?
be careful with that.
Yeah, one of my
She got into an accident, right?
no, like I was playing soccer and one of them.
You say you were playing soccer
Yeah,
and
and,
you
then
smacked into somebody?
the kid.
Hard, like both of them collide type shit. the
Didn't
same
even see
speed.
each other?
No, he didn't. He see me. The
So-
other kid see me. So
That's
they
even
step back.
worse. I'm like, fuck.
I was on the ground, man. Like I thought I was okay. I was like, okay, maybe you do have a concussion. I was like, but this ain't nothing new. I was like, okay, just take protocols. Like don't go to sleep right away. This and that. I'm like, a couple days later, I was like, I'm not good. My head hurt. My eye twitching. My face is dented.
You got an MRI?
So for that you have to get like a CT scan.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I went
yeah.
to the
See?
urgent care and
It
then
was
he
serious.
said I was fine. I was like, I'm still in pain. So
How long ago was it?
like a month ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Right before my birthday.
So
man.
how you been doing now?
A lot better, but like when if I like, let's just say I do a lot in the day that makes me tired, it like the headache just comes back. So it's
I mean,
crazy.
you're not the type to take like
No,
like
I don't take no pain.
Tylenols and shit, right?
They said it was a good thing that I didn't, because they're like, that's a blood thinner. So if you would have took it right away,
It probably made it worse.
yeah.
I aim to not take medicine if I don't really need it.
I take my
You know what I mean?
herbal teas, my homies.
Normally your body's supposed to heal naturally
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not look for medicines.
It can
know what I
organically
mean?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
organic.
Yeah, for sure. That's why you gotta stay fit and work out and shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
'Cause with the recovery, I
And
was
then
like,
not even always consistent, just always have like a certain routine, you know,
Yeah.
keep you good, man. Keep the body momentum going.
Facts. Okay, so now you're getting into music.
yeah.
So you sing?
Yeah, I sing and I rap.
What do you prefer
I like what you
best
did
that
there.
you're best
Yeah.
at? Are you better
I
at
rap.
rapping or are you better at singing?
I feel like when I'm like, I'm thinking a lot, rapping, and when I'm just happy, I like singing. Because I remember, when I was little, I used to always just be singing like them Disney songs, like
So, okay.
non-stop, especially High School Musical. That was my movie.
I think that was
remember.
all of us as little
I was singing
kids,
out the
too, you
window.
know?
I was getting my head smacked. Like, hey, shut up! Like, why you still? I was like, hey, I like this song. Y'all locked me in this house. I'm still gonna sing. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
so yeah. And then working that fast food, I would say messed up my throat a lot, because that was the time when I used to like party a lot, and then I would have to go into work and be taking the orders.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah. I would say my throat like and everything has healed a lot since I stopped. So yeah.
Are you comfortable singing in front of people?
I'm trying to. Sometimes people catch me and they're like,
You wanna test that out?
oh, I don't know if I'm too confident right now.
You can stop whenever you want. You can sing a line. You could just give us like a yell, like a or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or y'all could try doing a,
You know what I mean?
vocal warm up with me. We could do some
Never heard this
sounds.
man's vocal
Hey,
like
I've
that.
never heard
Crazy.
Sav do a vocal warm up singing.
Really? Dude,
Here we go. Ready?
Ready? She wants to give us vocal warm ups.
Oh, I thought
I'll
you was
tell
telling
you
me to
what.
do it. I was
Nah,
about
she
to be
wants
like,
to give it. You want to do vocal warm ups for the finale?
I was gonna hit it.
Yeah.
It's
gotta
too
do
late
some
now.
vocals.
You said no.
You want to be a better artist? You gotta practice these You gotta practice them every day.
Shit.
You want to practice them?
Good.
If Sav say yeah, we could.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we're right here. And we got the little things right here to let us know if we saying it too high or low.
Nah, it's good. Yeah, that's good.
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's what you-
Yeah, you guys gotta mimic it. At first, I was like, these sound like animal sounds, but I'm telling you, it made me be able to hit different notes I couldn't hit before.
You
Like,
still
I
sound
be
like
sing-
animal sounds.
yeah, I started singing them Chris Brown songs too.
I'm
I was like,
definitely
oh, I'm
tetrified
hitting
now.
notes.
Hold on.
So you're saying
Can you see me?
saying
I'm tetrified now. I don't even want to do that.
you're saying these vocal
Can I
warm
change my
ups
answer?
have helped you improve.
Yeah, even if I
Okay.
don't sound perfect, I could
Holy
hit
shit.
different notes that I never could hit before. I could have a longer range that I didn't have before. You know.
So what do you do for the vocal warm up?
There's like names for it. So I do some like hmms, I do some vowels, and then I do some
Oh,
sounds.
is there ones where you like blowing like
Yeah, you're like,
that too?
yeah. It does make a difference. And then there's one where you do,
They ain't lying when you do the microphone check.
People be doing that in the car. I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do a couple.
Okay.
Let's do a couple.
Let's
So
go.
we're gonna do a
For those of you that don't know, hold on. Hey, for those of you who don't know, y'all learning some shit
We about
today.
to get some
Hey.
vocal warm ups.
Hmm.
We're gonna be fucking Mariah Carey.
I
up
said
here.
mine. You gotta hit your.
Oh wait, what? You
What?
started
I already
already?
did it. I said.
Wait, try that again. No, we have to hear her
no.
say
I gotta
it.
show you the
It's not just the hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I thought we was
And
doing
then
it like
say
that.
it
I was
from
like, I
like
got you.
usually. So usually when you do them, you gotta be standing up, but we're not gonna do that. But just try to
Well, you can't slouch,
Yeah,
right?
so
you
try
have
to do
to
it from, like,
open up
your
your diaphragm.
diaphragm, yeah.
Facts.
speak from your diaphragm.
Yeah.
Okay, for those who don't know what a diaphragm
That's what I'm saying.
is,
Don't you look at me.
people
look
are
at
like,
them.
"What? How are we supposed to know what our diaphragm is?" So,
Well, they gonna learn.
how could you feel your diaphragm? Like, if you're teaching us, when you say speak from your diaphragm, how do you
Maybe
explain to
when
people?
people say like flex your stomach, that's kind of like your diaphragm. Like
The flex, like in
Yeah,
that
and
area.
then
When they
feel
say
So,
stand
like-
up straight. You know what I'm saying? Say it
yeah,
with your
I'm
chest.
trying to think like when you.
So when you're
singing,
singing, you're supposed to flex your diaphragm.
kinda, 'Cause
So your
you're
stomach
going
has to
from
be
there.
hard
Yeah,
when
'cause
you're singing.
Yeah, it seemed like Usher. Why you think his shit sounds like? That's your baby.
So you're supposed to be flexing while you're singing.
Basically, I mean, it's gonna feel like that in your stomach.
But if okay.
Yeah, you're gonna
Alright,
be like
interesting.
this weak. And it's
I don't
all
know his
yeah. When you
lyrics,
do
but
practice them, I say stand up. I notice like when I do any type of exercise too, and I try to sing after, it sounds a lot better.
Okay.
Besides drinking hot tea.
Okay. So
Come on, you got it.
all right, we up. Now what do we do
Okay. Besides, if you didn't drink hot tea or hot water, I always try to do something. It's always good
to
for
warm up your
throat.
vocals? Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're gonna start with some So you guys are gonna do the same. Ready?
Just
copy after
regular
me.
like
Yeah, and then I'm gonna say the next.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's a lot.
Wait, we have to do it in that melody?
Yeah.
Did you remember that?
You want me to do 3? I'll do 2.
I forgot.
There's a name for that. What song is
She just did like a whole ass like Pledge of
Sing
Allegiance.
I remember like about
Okay,
half
we'll
of
do
it.
3. You see what I mean? It's like it took me a long time to even get to do it like that. It sounds different, right?
It does sound
It
kind of.
does.
You could kind of feel the vibration.
Yeah, I
Is it-
think
fucked
vibratos.
up
There's
by that.
vibratos.
Yeah, vibratos.
Yeah. Sad.
He's like,
And you gotta be loud with it.
Yeah, I did it a little better that time though. I was confident with that one. The first time I wasn't. I ain't even gonna lie. It's your turn.
maybe like
Nope. I ain't
connect
doing
it.
That was one time.
Y'all make me feel like I'm actually getting good at my vocals now.
See?
I felt the vibrato at the end. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm
he
telling
was
you, if you
vibrating.
do these for like at least like 5-10 minutes every day, and then you have like 2 practice.
I'm probably gonna do that.
I'm telling you, it makes like such a
Next thing you
difference.
know,
People
hello
just
there,
call-
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so what's another vocal warm
Okay,
up?
well, you want to do the sounds?
Shit.
Let's do the sounds.
Oh,
Let's
fuck.
do the sounds.
Ooh, I don't know if you guys could do this one because I couldn't even do this one when I first.
Then why
did
you
it.
gonna make us do
I'm
it?
trying to think.
You can't do it.
This for sure. I'm mad at it.
So when we did the, it's kind of like going like a highs and low, like
Like do re mi su fa.
yeah. So you go
Uh-huh.
high and low. You practice like you could do it 3 steps and then 5 steps. So like you do 1 key, 2 keys, 3, 5, on like the
You
piano.
ready to climb the keys?
And then you go
1,
backwards.
2, 3, 5. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I skipped the 4.
1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so what are we doing?
We'll do.
You gonna
I
learn
guess
to
we'll do
sing.
that one. We'll go low and then we'll go high and then we'll do the sounds.
Let's go.
So it's like,
Let's do it.
or you could say ba. You're gonna sound like a sheep now. Wait, ba, 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 ba,
Ooh, that was a lot of bars.
ba.
Sound like a sheep.
And you gotta like do the ba sound at the end because it's like it's when you
Go, Sav.
You gotta go high.
I'll do this for you.
Every
I'll
ba
do
you
this
gotta
for
go
you.
higher and
Come
then
on,
when you
Sav.
stop, go low.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh hell no! What the fuck? Okay,
I'm a
Sam.
real musician, damn it. I
Alright.
ain't scared to do this shit.
All right. Here we go.
Hey, I'm gonna do it for you now.
Okay,
Ready?
you do it for me. Okay, aim it at the end. Ready? You gotta start down here. Down here.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Ba, 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 ba.
I could have sworn you missed one.
I probably did.
Okay, how was that?
I don't know.
Different.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like
not
that one either,
supposed
but damn. Bye.
But it challenged you, right?
No, not really.
I
It's
feel like
just-
if I ever gotta say that word,
I probably have to practice it a
You
couple
can't-
times.
so
to
you
sound
can't
right.
be a sheep?
I'm be like,
No, we can't be sheep. We're humans. Can't be a sheep.
Oh, well, we're gonna do some sounds right now.
Okay,
And
we're gonna
it's
do
kind of
some
like the
sounds.
vowels. I don't know. If, okay.
Give us the best one right
A
now.
E I O.
This is the. I think the first one was the hardest one I had a time with. But I just go in a certain order. If you can't do it, just say next.
For sure, I like that. Next.
It's like, and then you could kind of guess what vowel it is and everything too.
Okay.
Y'all went live too. I was like, I want to go live.
Yeah, because I forgot to go live for the people.
I didn't even know you was live.
Yep, I had to. I was like, I'm sorry, people, but they could get the funny parts of the skits now. The ending. Normally we do the
Okay.
beginning. We switched it up today.
You
Here we
could,
go.
Like, this one sounds hard. Ooh.
You sound like Bruno Mars, boy. Well, are you like blowing it? What are you doing? Like, woo? What are you doing down here? Are you flexing?
It's the same thing you're gonna do, but you're just
No,
making
son,
a
'cause
different
that shit's
sound.
changing.
But are you flexing that diaphragm while you're doing that?
Every time I do any note, I'm like still flexing.
So, or are you just like not flexing? You just
or
singing?
like you know when you say ooh,
Yeah. Ooh,
ooh.
ooh. You get that thing down there? The ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
so you know how people say
ooh.
ooh.
Okay.
So just make it last longer.
Yeah, shit, you can hear. Oh.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Wait, what was you saying?
Okay. What are we doing again?
So you say when you're like ooh, just say it louder and like do two. So ooh, but I'm like ooh.
Oh, like you seen it.
Ooh.
Oh, you sound like an opera man. Dude.
That wasn't
What
bad.
the-
Yeah.
Hey, he's
I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that
I
shit.
think I do this.
Sav
every
turned
month.
pop.
I did.
Sav turned pop.
I'm a pop musician now.
Telling
on.
you. To any
To the
artists
folks, don't
out
stop.
there, trust. I mean, you could be a good rapper, you could be a singer, but you want to be a good artist, you gotta perfect your craft. Telling you,
Yeah.
do your vocal warm-ups. You're gonna hit notes you could never hit. Your sound just gonna be better,
Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
baby.
and your range is gonna be a lot longer.
My bad, y'all.
Daddy's girl.
Yeah, my daughter go a little crazy when she hears a lot of laughter and stuff too. She instantly like,
She said, "What happened?"
I'm trying to be a ball too. What y'all
Yeah.
laughing at?
Surprised our son is chilling over there.
See, they swap
Throwing up
places.
gang signs.
They swap places.
Oh, we got
today.
pictures of him throwing up gang
said,
signs.
"What's
He's
up,
always
man?"
throwing up gang signs. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
I think that's a few good. Or there's that other one you were like,
Oh
We
shit, that's
spitting
easy. Ready?
on
I'm gonna
them.
start this one. Hold on.
Do
you
it
guys
together.
could think what that one is.
Ready?
What song is it?
Look like
What's
horses.
the song?
I was thinking.
That's
Yeah, that's
the
exactly
song
what I
and
was thinking of
everything.
right
Horse?
now. We tuned in. No. When Ice Cube,
Isn't it?
when he was like, do 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 do. Yeah, that's the one right there.
That shit's fun.
Uh-huh.
I met, so
yeah.
I only met Lil Easy E
Think
and
of that one.
DJ Yella.
Think of that one, just so when you say, and you got Ice Cube behind you, that's the more. What motivation could you get from that?
I
You
went to
got
the
this,
Tupac
Savage.
Museum. That was
He
badass.
gonna sound like.
Where's that
E40
at?
Right now saying it.
They had
In LA?
They had a pop up for like a few months, and it
Oh.
was cool because people's schools were even allowed to go. And then like they showcased all his art. Like they had all his original composition books. They had cases of like his outfits from the VMAs, like from his
Oh, that's
music.
tight.
It was fucking
Mhm.
badass. Like they even had stuff from his mom's writing too, and it was
Yeah.
sick. I was like, and you know who I met that day? I'm in line just giggling, and then I was like, next thing you will tell me. There's somebody in front of me, and I was like, don't tell me there's a Disney star in front of me. Who the fuck is this? It's Stanley from That's So Raven. I'm like, what
Oh,
the
that's
fuck?
crazy.
Stanley.
Remember
That's
the short,
it,
like
yeah.
the little badass kid?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
You're like,
At a
what
Tupac
are the odds
pop-up?
of this?
that shit was just, I was like, that's not him. So I'm over here on Instagram trying to Google. I was like, nah, like, he just ordered, but then and his photos just showed a necklace. And I was like, oh my God, he wearing that necklace. That's him. Like, it was so funny. I was like, hey, I ain't trying to call you out in the middle of the museum. But you Stanley, huh? Like, that shit was fun. I took a photo with him and everything. That shit was hella fun.
You're like, I know you are, and I'm not talking about the Stanley cleaners.
I
No-
even met
no vacuums.
I got to meet the director of Juice, too.
Juice.
That
Oh,
shit was-
tight.
So
Love
that
that
shit
movie.
was fucking funny. Yeah. I
Yeah.
met, I went to a private screening for the Hot Cheeto movie, Flamin' Hot.
That's the real movie? I
No.
thought I saw something like that.
No, it's real.
Wait a minute.
It's real.
Pause. Is that a real movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I thought I saw one like that, but I didn't know if it was gonna come out. Cause you see some trailers
came
that
out,
just
yeah.
never.
Flamin' Hot is a real movie, my
They're
good
not
sir,
trying to
and
promote
that
it
shit
because it shows
is
the
actually a very great
yeah,
movie.
It's how Flamin'
Because
Hot
it really
was.
shows you how that food came. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not the same
Is it on Netflix?
dude. Yep,
No.
it was.
Oh,
It
they
was
took it off?
long
It
time
was
ago.
on
Bro,
Netflix.
they-
I only
don't know
saw
if
the
it still
preview
is.
of it like one time.
No, I would definitely watch it.
Now-
That movie had me emotional.
Now I think it's on Prime Prime or something like that.
I'm gonna find it.
Y'all go watch Flamin' Hot.
Go watch Flamin' Hot. Just type. I'm pretty sure it'll show you the available
Flamin'
things
Hot,
that it's on.
and it's gonna make you want hot Cheetos more because they really
Shit, I was eating a bag of hot Cheetos while watching that shit.
they
I
really
ain't gonna lie
show
to
what
you.
went down like back then in like the warehouses. I mean,
With some cheese and chili up in that bitch.
it just shows like how they how bad they treated a lot of like Hispanics and everything. Like, and I was
And
just
this is
like,
before they was vending the shit. So just imagine, like,
Yeah, I need to look for that movie.
they really powered down on that. Like, it's a good powerful movie, bro. Like a really good positive message in there, and it's also like another good environment of a like never say you can't, cause this fool didn't take no for an answer. He still kept,
from nobody.
you know what I'm saying, doing it and doing. He was like, nah, fuck that. I know there's a fucking solution to this shit, you know, and I know that we could make a fucking spicy chip. Like, that was his whole thing. He was like, I know we could make a fucking spicy chip. Like, that was his whole fucking thing that he was arguing for, and he did, and he made that to a very noriable sense, to where it was like people had to pay attention to it, because he was just a fucking janitor, dude. And then it went from him going to, like, he seen the OG that was working the machines to the shit, and started talking to him and shit, and was like, oh, like, so what do you do, and you know, just small talk shit.
Yeah.
And then the OG ended up liking how he was and shit, and ended up, like how you were saying, if you feel like you see the potential in that person, you gonna lace them up with the game to see what they gonna do with it. That's what he did, and the motherfucker took off and made fucking Flaming Hot Cheetos. You know what I'm
Have
saying?
you seen Founder,
No.
Like that.
the McDonald's movie?
It's like that one too.
Oh,
Or how
one's like
McDonald's.
more-
I've seen a
this
lot
one's
of
more
different
up to date.
McDonald's
yeah,
movies. I don't know.
it's called Founder, and it's this dude that he ended up meeting like two of the owners of McDonald's, and instead of working for them, he ended up just buying the land and making franchises. He ended
He
up
was like,
owning them.
I'm
Yup.
gonna build landscapes. And take off for y'all. Y'all do what you do, but I'm just gonna take this one.
Yeah, he buys
Take that one,
land and
yeah.
then he puts a franchise on top of
That's
it.
funny. You seen Eddie Murphy Coming to America, and how that fool was working at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Hey, and then that's why him in particularly, he's very fucking funny.
That fool.
Like Chris Tucker, he's funny as hell too.
They're getting old though, man.
Yeah.
They're getting to that point, you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
did
just
you
never
guys see
die.
Ice Cube just got his prints?
Yep. And it's
That was tight,
footprints.
man. I respect Ice Cube. Man.
Where did they
Shout
put
out.
those prints at?
I think they were in Hollywood.
They keep them there, right?
Yeah.
They like solid.
Like
solid
his were actually the handprints and
And the feet.
and his
His shoe.
Chuck
His
Taylor's.
Chuck Taylor's.
That's why I was like, that's
Yup.
why.
I always
Seen that
wanted to
video.
go when they give someone. There's like, you know how they have like a little thing. That was-
What little thing?
Like the
Like, the little
nominees.
ceremony, yeah.
the
oh,
ceremony
like
they
when
have
you
for
see
it.
them get their star.
Yeah, and everyone's like, I know when, like, I don't know, I've seen it a few times walking past, but like for someone like we actually like mess with, you know.
That'd be cool. Cause like I said, just I know all of us love Ice Cube, you know. So that's why when I seen that, I was like, man, that was long overdue. I feel like he needed his flowers way sooner than what he got him, but I'm happy that he did, cause yeah, he that's one of the pioneers that deserves that shit for sure, man.
Yeah.
Once again, shout out to Ice Cube, man.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, yeah, he's been around for a very long time, dude.
Long time, still doing it.
Still
and
doing
now
it.
his son's doing the movies and stuff like that too. Like that's good. That's good molding, and again, pioneering, bro. Cause you pioneered him to be a young king himself too, and he's doing that.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Okay.
Sure.
Now let's talk about where you're going. Okay, where you're headed. What's in front of you? Like, what's next? What are you gonna do for yourself?
What's the next
I
move?
don't know, everything that I'm just looking forward to, just keep working on myself, and
But you have a dream to make it somewhere.
yeah, just like I really want to like be able to travel everywhere. I really want to travel,
Travel doing what though?
just everything, like especially like spreading my message, because I do a lot of public speaking and just speaking about like, you know, a lot of issues in the world, and like just a lot of division.
So
and
you want to be a voice out there.
Yeah, I always
reach
been a voice
people.
since
Globally.
like, I was a kid.
She's
Yeah.
trying to be a global
Yeah,
voice,
that's
universal
awesome.
at that.
Because I was like, I think it takes like certain people to be able to like see the world differently, and me being like in a lot of cultures and everything, and just seeing, I have been to like different parts of the world too, so it's just like I feel like I really know like what I see and I understand
Yeah.
a little different people, and I say it's a blessing to be able
Yeah.
to travel, you know.
Right. So while you're traveling and wanting to deliver messages to people through traveling, are you also creating content while you're traveling out there?
Of course.
To also,
All the time.
spread message through the content while you're there.
Yeah.
That's how I
Right.
knew she was doing like the dances.
Do you
and stuff
have
like
your
that.
own like? This is your cameraman right here, but I mean, do you have someone recording you like? while
Not
you're doing
yet
this,
right
or-
now. So this is like I haven't really traveled anywhere since I started going back and forth to LA. Yeah, but I think the only place I really traveled to was just Idaho, but in Arizona and Hawaii. But even in Idaho, I got on the mic and then I was speaking about like ICE and everything and what's been going on.
So you're at these rallies. Are they called rallies?
Uh-huh.
So you're at these rallies, and do you get shut down by cops doing it?
You know, they let us do our thing.
9 times out of 10, they be at the.
So
fucking
is this
actual
is this
stations
just
doing it.
somewhere like where you rally up people or the city knows about it?
Well, like they say, it's freedom of speech. Like,
So you just pull up there. Hey, we'll meet here. We'll discuss.
yeah, I mean, there's like definitely
Like any other event, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely like infiltrators out there, so you gotta like watch out. But yeah, there's different organizations and there's different people. So
Yeah.
you know, you get one person, boom, flyer, everybody pull up. But that's what community is. I don't gotta tell you no more details. You seen
Yeah.
the flyer?
Like with that being
look.
said, that's how that's why you created the other page, the 411 flavor, correct?
Yeah.
So
Right, I
that
was
way you
just-
could give due to all those people, and then that's where they all connect in a sense to where they're all built together and already it's there for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. That's cool that you do that too and give the acknowledgement. I actually got shouted out on that page too, thanks to you. You know what I'm
One
saying?
flavor.
Yeah,
Cool.
appreciate it.
Okay, so that's where you're heading. That's where you want to stay at,
Yeah, like
as far as like career wise.
I just wanna like travel and yeah, hopefully get to the music, do
Uh-huh.
bigger with my business. A lot of just more self growth because I know there's a lot of like other things I want to learn. Like I wanted to finish my personal trainer classes, nutritional coach. Just look, the world is yours. You know, you could learn a little bit of everything. Like
Yeah,
I've probably
yeah.
worked so many different jobs from food, like
Facts.
from being able to do food. I was doing oil changes. I was doing the shoe cleaner. Like
You like at the mall, the shoe
yeah,
cleaner
I was
thing?
doing the shoe cleaner. I was at Jiffy Lube doing oil changes. I was like now I'm over here. Like I model. I do poetry. I promote a lot of people's stuff. Like it's just crazy. Like you know.
how did you like doing the shoe? How were you like? Did you enjoy doing the shoe cleaning thing? Cause
Yes
I'd
and
be stopped
no.
by them people all the time at the malls.
And I know y'all think they're the most annoying people. And
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I was
All
getting
the
sales
time.
though because there's like a pitch, be like, hey, let me show you a free demo, like type. And I did it for like a month. It was cool, like you know. But I was in Temecula, and it was like during the dead season, so I was like, I'm cool off this, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a fun experience. So.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people get that. I mean, you know, I used to stop by and be like, yeah, clean up my shoes, you know? But every single time we go, it's always just, hey, babe, hey, you with the Jordans.
And your
Hey, you
shoes
with
are
the
really
nice-
clean too. And
Yeah. Yeah, all
So
the
I
time.
just tell them, I'm like, you know what? I used to do this. They're like, what?
Yeah. I would just tell them, yeah, I got a box already.
I want to get like, I don't know. I think everything I'm doing, I just want to further everything I'm doing,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
But like, you know, when you're younger, you don't think about all these things. Like, I want to have my own crib. I want to have my own car. Like now, I'm just like, no, I want my own crib one day. I want to get like my whole business set up. I really, really
Yeah.
want to travel and just.
You're working on separate types of income.
Yeah.
You know, and something's gonna hit. They're all gonna hit. Either way, you're gonna be straight for a long time having those different types of businesses underneath you. You know what I mean? So keep at that. Good job. I
That
just
being
recently got
said,
my
I
state
want-
license.
I wanted to
Hells
give
yeah.
her
So-
something real quick.
Yeah, she's next to get her state license. My
Hell
wife.
yeah.
So
Gotta celebrate.
I got you a little something to hopefully further your clothing and stuff like that. Cause
What?
like I said, I did
got a gift.
the little research and everything like that. You've always, get to me certain things and all that. So
Okay.
here's like cause you always on the road. So
Yeah.
here's a portable.
What is that?
You pass this through? It's a portable
so
heat
cute. It's
press,
like a mini
so you could like take it to
Oh,
go with you. It's not one of
damn.
those ones that's always just there at the pad type shit. Like that one you could take with you on the go.
Portable heat press.
And
to,
if you iron your clothes,
yeah.
like, hello.
You can iron. That's an iron too.
Yep.
Oh shit.
And go,
That's a
Ooh,
gift from my mom. My
Sam.
mom be giving me all kinds of dope stuff and everything, and she's always like, whenever
Yeah,
you
so
need
glad
to
you
give this to whatever or do whatever
Like
with it. so-
protective pad for the
Mhm.
iron.
Ooh, got the
It comes with
sticker.
like some little preview ones, to test it out type of dealio.
Oh,
It
that.
came with patches
Oh
too.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you can practice on,
Yep.
right?
Okay.
That's
Got
cool.
the shield.
Hell yeah.
And actually, you feel me? That's why I was like, yep.
That's cool.
Why'd you just remind me? Remember when I got the camera and all that bullshit?
That's what I'm saying. Like this is just a pure
It's a
example
nice
of pure
looking
love.
iron.
I ain't looking for nothing in
It's a
return.
lot.
It's just the homegirls always looked out for me with certain shows and gigs, especially Lowrider magazine. So that's just my love back to you. You feel me? I appreciate
go.
it.
Man.
You know.
You in my car?
Yeah.
What you doing?
And then also, here's your canvas.
Oh,
I
look
finished
at
it.
that. What is it? It shines.
Hold up. Let me put this away.
Look at this, y'all.
It's like a damn holographic Pokemon card, y'all.
I like that.
Like I do it all. I don't just do digital graphic work. Like if y'all hit me and tap in, man, I'll get you right.
Look at that. Here you
Let
go.
me see.
Here you go.
Oh, this is so cute.
There you go.
And it's blue. Y'all know I love my blue.
She said try to give me the most blues as possible.
SUG Bandit.
Mm-hmm. So that's her little pop-up. When she does pop-ups and everything, you gonna know where she at.
I just
Look
got
for
the
that
little
sign.
easel thing for it yesterday too.
Yeah.
At the Dollar Tree, I was like, oh, bet.
What, like a stand?
Yeah, like it's
See?
like
You
Yeah.
gonna know where she's at. Look for that sign, and SUG Bandit will be right there with all her merch, her stickers, and so forth.
I have a blue canvas with the blue.
And I, like I said, I try to put
Yeah.
as much blues in there as possible for you. So
Blue's my favorite color.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me.
I feel like I like blue, like for a little bit as growing up, like as a kid. Some reason I did like blue, and then I just kind of got over blue.
I try to mix like turquoise, sky.
I used to like
blues.
turquoise.
I even mixed like some purple in there to get
Yeah.
like a very distinctive. That's how the shine came out with the purple.
Yeah.
That's why I like my hair being blue.
Yeah, I did notice that too. I was like, you got the blue. I threw that blue in there too to add a little final touch right there,
Yeah, for sure.
and then that silver to give it the little shimmer shine. You know, something different.
People are like, put your logo on the tablecloth. How about I put this on the tablecloth?
Feel me? So, right, you know, I hope you like it, and I hope
Thank
the people
you.
like it too. Hopefully, they can find you faster when you do your things, girl. So, you know, they can be like,
Yeah.
that, pop up. There's that motherfucking thing right there. There's that sign.
They're gonna be like, it's the blue table right here with the blue.
Yep, can't miss her.
Yeah.
So,
So okay, so let's get back to modeling. So you model. You model for clothing
So-
brands.
Yeah, clothing brands, music videos, and lowrider shows.
That's like the main three that you're always getting booked for.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I did model for a photography class before, and it was dope. It was for the mayor of Covina, so that
Modeled for the mayor of Covina.
It was a badass class. Yeah,
like what kind of modeling for the mayor?
they
Like,
had.
Were you in a business suit?
I was
like-
just. They just said wear like anything like kind of tight. So I had like this 2-piece like long flared leggings and a tie-up crop top, and then just a dress. That was like the really good one was 2 years ago, and it was like they had me doing poses like breaking my back. I was like, oh, they do a model pose.
Oh, they telling you to pose a certain way.
And I felt like what? Like I never had like 20 cameras on me at once. I was like, what? And
Did
it
you
was,
film
they
that
getting
moment?
all angles
Yeah,
at
I have
once.
some videos, and then it was like a long black like paper like going all the way down, and I was like, what? And then so the key photo I had was like this, but I was like holding it for like 10-15 minutes
Oh wait, why were they making you hold it for so long?
because 20 people with the cameras like they'll be like move like this, and I was like,
They're getting every shot.
So
every angle
everybody's
at that
talking at the
time.
same time, and you're just listening to them?
yeah. I
Oh.
was like, I had fun, but I
crazy.
was like,
So you get
Yo.
to choose. So it's up to you who you want to choose to listen to.
See,
no, it's all of
photographer-
them you listen to from the class. So the
Ah,
class
okay,
is like for
okay.
people like getting older and they like they need a hobby. So it was
That's
cool.
why I feel like it's just different from men and women, especially in the entertainment industry, because it's, you know what I mean? It's like, as far as us, they knowing just by looking at some of us, like, okay, yeah, we know what not to do with these people and then so forth. But I feel like the girls, they just be so excessive. You know, do this, do that, because you guys are females, so it's like, or correct me if I'm wrong, you know, but that's just what I feel in the sense of like that industry type shit. I feel like that's what we hear from majority of you female artists and just entrepreneurs that are out there doing your thing. You deal with a lot of that, and it's just like 20 people at once.
I was like,
That's crazy.
it was an experience. I had fun though.
Yeah.
When I seen the photos, I was like, that's me.
Yeah, you get the experience.
That's
Yeah.
that's the good part about it, but it's like the overall anxiety is like, goddamn.
I remember I was getting ready at work too when I was working at fast food. Every time it was my break, boom, another part of my makeup, boom, boom. And I was over here trying to rush it, driving.
So by the time you get off, you ready.
Yeah, at first I like, you know, I'm like, fuck, like I hate this.
So
But
you
then
were still working your 9 to 5 before you went to go handle the photo shoot.
I was in between when I was getting ready for the photo shoot at the 9 to 5.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I always
See,
have to pre-prep.
then this is all the stuff you guys don't see.
I know. I'm like,
She moving.
She moving and grooving.
it's not just you gotta look pretty. It's not just that. I'm like, no, you really have to plan and like prep. I gotta do my hair. I gotta pick my outfit.
What up, Riz? Oh,
He's like,
popping,
"Oh,
Riz.
what up, family?"
Yeah. You good, bro? You good?
I know, I'm almost sure too.
Yeah. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, that's very, you know, it's interesting too to know, you know, at the same time, because, like I said, a lot of people really don't go over that at all. So that's cool. Appreciate
I
that.
don't want to do a video like that. Like, what's it like being a model? Like, how much? Like, you'll get your hair done when you do a facial, when you
Just the overall
just
whole
like
process.
everything. And I'm like, oh, but you want me for free? It's crazy. Like,
It'd be a tutorial, correct? Like that's what it'd be called,
Yeah.
tutorial.
Cause nobody ever showed me how to do anything when I started. Like, and I was like, that's when I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go out there, and I was just killing it, you know. And I would ask other models for tips. They didn't even want to tell me. I'm like,
A lot of gatekeepers.
yeah,
A whole lot of gatekeepers.
I'm
They,
all like,
they was like, nah, fuck you. We gonna hold
no,
our
we
information
all bad as
ourselves.
fuck
Yeah.
out here. Like, I was like, I can't take what you got, and you can't take what I got. But if you feel that way, you need to step your game up. Like, for
Yeah.
reals, if you feel like I could take your spot, you fucking up. Like,
Huh? You insecure about
It's really
yourself,
nice to
bitch.
grow together, to be honest.
Yeah,
Really
like,
nice to grow together.
it's that saying, like, what do plants and homies have in common? We like to see them grow, you know.
Ooh, I like that shit.
Hmm.
Plants and homies got in common. We like to see
I
them
love
grow.
to see them grow.
Nice.
That's
How do you think
different.
of that? That's a
We're
good one.
supposed to be
Oh yeah, that's why I was
teaching
like, God
each
damn.
other stuff, like,
Facts.
and I don't know, just this whole shit with social media, people just be so jealous and hating. Like, you can't post something without like somebody gonna say something. But my comments
Or
are
having
set
like
up.
a negative judgment toward it.
Yeah, my comments are set up where you can only comment if you follow me, but my page is public. I was like, I am not no Yelp or Google page, bitch. You wanna have an opinion? You wanna have an opinion? You better follow me. The fuck, like.
And then you could have a say so,
Yeah,
so
you got some
I'll
shit to
acknowledge
talk.
this shit.
Hey, you still follow me, okay? Like, at least you
But
follow me.
and then you hit him with that shit, but you still follow me, bitch, to get your opinion through.
That's what
Like
I'm saying.
look at, and then it just goes to like, look at how much work they went through just to make that shit. You know what I'm saying? An accessory
Yeah.
to their life. Like, damn, bitch, you went
Yeah.
through all that just to get an opinionated and heard like, go get you a job.
I don't argue back with nobody.
go
I
get
let
you
my people
something.
handle that, because then there's like 20, 30 people coming after them. I'm like, I'm not the one.
Yeah, but also, you know, you're on the path to
You
success.
on your own thing. You ain't worried
know?
about them at all.
So when you're on a path to success, like, you don't really need to say anything to nobody.
Hell no. Silence
what I
is the
mean?
best shit you
No,
can give them.
success is the best
That
thing
too.
you can give them.
Silent
You
success.
know, silent success.
Quiet.
Yeah, you know that'll speak for itself at the end of the day. They can,
like that
they can
shit?
say whatever they want.
That's a
but,
good one.
you know, just keep being you, keep doing you, and keep going to the top, and it's gonna say a whole lot about you. You know what I mean? From people who are hating on you, whatever, that'll say a whole lot about you.
Say you unlock new levels to yourself.
Yeah, you have unlimited levels. You could go as high as you
It's
want.
crazy.
Yep, you can go as high as you want.
You can achieve anything you want to as well.
Yep.
Never say you can't.
You can
Just
do anything.
the higher the level, the more work you gotta put in.
Oh, it must have.
know.
And the more
All you gotta
determination you got to do. And
All
just,
you gotta do is just learn the work one time, and then learn another one. Learn another. Once you learn that piece of work one time, you can always do it. You don't have to go back and learn it again. You should always, just.
It's like an achievement. You've already achieved it.
The
There's
only
no going
challenge
back.
is just learning. That's the only challenge to some people.
Facts.
Because if you don't want to learn, it's gonna be challenging for you. But if you're like, oh, I want to learn this, learn it. Unless you have a doctor's note that states your disability,
Quit talking it and do it,
you don't
goddammit.
have an excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it, learn it. So
People are
yeah.
so hard. I'm like,
Son,
you just gotta learn
yeah.
everything.
yeah, no, for sure. Well, this is a really cool episode. We seen where you were, where you were at, and where you want to go. Is there anything else that you want to do
And where
going
you
forward?
going? She's
It's
skyrocketing out of
going
here.
up, man. Like,
She don't take no for an answer.
I
That's
don't
what I
know.
learned about
You
her.
don't see-
I've
yeah,
always known
I
too.
never take no. I'm just like,
She's like, I can't do it. Psh, watch me.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Feel me?
Fix this, I got it.
I feel like, last year I had a really hard year, and it's just like, but that was like, I feel like that year was the year that really like pushed me even more. This year it was like, Like, I was like, you keep living the same shit. I was like, you never gonna, like, elevate. Like, you may be doing all these cool things, but I was like, now it's like, you have to put you first, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with
Be
supporting
selfish with
somebody,
yourself in your own self-time. Because ain't nobody going to give you that but yourself. That's something I learned just over this recent year, too. That's why I just been so off the media with it and just, you know, focused. Trying to lock in.
Lock in.
Lock in. When they say lock in,
Mm-hmm.
lock in.
Yep. Say lock in.
Lock in, baby.
Yeah, for
Everyone
sure.
out there is-
Yeah, so we appreciate having you on here. Is there any questions you have for us individually or anything? It could be anything.
I'm ready for when the album dropping
What's like-
question. I got that date.
He hinted you out.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said. You said something album.
shit.
About your album that's coming out?
I was like, I'm ready for the album question now because everybody been asking me that recently. It's coming out on 5/1/25. That's this first of the month coming up.
On
It's
May
the
Day.
first of the month.
I
Wake
post
up,
that every
wake
first
up,
of the
wake
month
up.
too. I send it to all y'all. Be like, I
I
send a
know.
lowrider hopping, and I'll send it to everyone. Be like, wake up, it's
So
the
we
first.
getting that shit, yeah, with the little Bone Thugs in the background.
I don't
Hey, and
know.
that's motivational too, because it's like, see, it's little shit like that that just really keep us going too, and just
Yeah.
you know, because you gotta motivate one another, because it's all we have is each other. There you go.
That's really all we have. They try to divide us, but because
Fuck
they
that.
know when we come together, we gonna fuck it up. Don't
And numbers,
Uh-huh.
and numbers don't lie.
I always text like once every few weeks or months. I'll text everybody like 50 people on Instagram, the most I can max it. I'll be like, "Hey, good morning. Hope you have a great day."
She do. I'll be in a big
You
ass
could-
group
you-
chat.
You could do. I'll be like, you
Bunch
could
of
be
other people,
anything
I'm
you
like,
want to
goddamn.
be, this and that. Because I'm just like, some people they don't hear that. They don't have people talk to them. You know, just because what they post, and it's just like, you know, I know what it's like being that kid where it's just like you didn't really have anybody. You
Yeah.
just,
And that random message could be like, it
From-
could be life changing for them that day.
From that, like you'll have like out of them maybe 15 new people be like, oh damn, I didn't even know you did your music and then it's like, see, that was cool.
Yeah.
Good, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like now we got new listeners we didn't have. Now we do. From a different audience or from different people, and it's so that's what I'm saying. Support each other, bro. It don't cost nothing to support each other at all. Just saying.
Costs nada.
Not a damn thing. You know.
Costs
All
nada.
it takes
to
a little
support
post,
each other.
and then click a little like, share, and repost that bitch so motherfuckers can keep it going. That's
Keep
all.
it going.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Like,
all.
share, subscribe. The Brothers Podcast. While we speaking of that, you dig?
So, any questions?
what's a quote you guys live by, or a couple quotes if you can't think of one?
The love is heavyweight, never light.
You
Well,
said that too
that's-
fast. Say it
that's-
slower so.
The love is heavyweight, never light.
Mm-hmm.
Answer that shit like you had at the buzzer and shit. Answer that shit.
I did.
He did. He answered that.
I
hella
think
fast.
his caffeine done wore it off on me, and I didn't even.
Oh
drink
no,
it.
I was gonna let you go first.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely the
But I was
slogan
fast
for
on
us,
it.
you
I
know.
was on the dial pad like.
The love is heavyweight, never light.
Yep.
You know, it's either you give heavy love to somebody or lightweight love. You know, what would you give?
Oh, he done changed it up on me.
Love is heavy, never light. Yeah. That's our slogan. For me, I got a couple slogans. Mine is you give it 15%, you gonna get 15% back. You go all in, you get it all back.
Wanna know
I
my
like
favorite
that
one?
What's up?
Never tell somebody or to do something that you wouldn't do yourself or go nowhere yourself. Always give them the same environment you would give yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's really all it is. And if it ain't worth dying for, it ain't worth living for neither.
That's a long ass quote. You remember that? Dang.
Because a lot of people always ask me, like, Sad, why you do this or that? And then I give them that one dead-ass line, too. That's where the deepest fear comes in. What's your deepest fear? And they be like, damn, you watch too much Coach Carter. No, motherfucker, this is beyond the movie.
Yeah.
This is real life. This is reality. Like, what's your deepest fear, bro? Like, what really,
Everybody got one.
you know what I'm
right?
saying? Everybody has one. And like I said, there's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
Mine is similar to my uncle's without leaving here and not finishing everything that I've already set to accomplish. I want to get all, you know what I mean? I don't want to die before my parents.
That reminds me of a
and
quote,
stuff
too.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah.
There's another one. The goal of life is not to live forever, but to create something that will.
I like that shit too. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's one of my favorite quotes too. You know, you can't live forever, but you could definitely leave something behind. You know,
We giving you our top 3. My next one is I love the life I live and live the life I love. I got that tatted across my chest.
Oh yeah, I got sacrificed today for a better tomorrow, and then I got no pressure, no diamonds on my arm.
We really living this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Inky baby.
Inky,
Ink
baby.
my whole body. I don't give a motherfuck. Shouts to
sure.
Wiz.
Any other questions? Feel free.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What
That
do
was a
we
good one
do?
though. Ain't
What-
nobody ever asked us that before.
Quotes? What's like your most motivational song?
Motivational.
The Kid Frankie by Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a motivational song? You talking about like?
That in that song. He's not an artist, but that kid that sing
You know
it's a
what?
beautiful day.
I knew you was gonna say that one.
It's a
I
beautiful
can't say
day.
I have like a
Hey.
motivational song.
Thank
like,
you for sunshine.
Yeah. Thank you for rain. Yep. And then there's
Oh,
another
shit.
one where there's the little girl that's saying like, I love daddy. That's my daddy.
I used to love listening to Hawaiian music,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. like Honey Baby, stuff like that. But
Actual
like,
motivational song though, like every time you hear it. There's another one too.
I don't know. I can't get
Where you
motivated
at?
by a
I
song.
can't even see you with these dark ass glasses. It's by I think it's called Foundation.
By who?
Shit. That's the problem. But it was on Biker Boys. Where he was like, they say do 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 do. Like it's like a real jazzy ass feel song. Like that song right there, bro. I swear, like every time, like if I show you that shit too, you gonna be like, damn, Sav, I didn't even know. Yeah, that song right there. Whenever I really feel like I'm going through it, or even just at the start of my day, I'll play that shit, and I'm just like, I got this.
Lately, I've been listening to like motivational podcasts.
Yeah, that's what I do on these long drives.
Or mindset mentor. You listen to Mindset Mentor?
I listen.
Rob
I just
Dial.
listen to podcasts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was listening to 2 different Wiz Khalifa ones on the way here, and I was like,
His new album is fire.
I gotta take a listen.
Yep. Oh, Cushion Orange Juice too. It gave me vibes of the first one.
The first one was slapping.
Shout out to Wiz, man. You did your motherfucking thing on that,
Shout out
bro.
to
You did
Wiz.
not miss from the beginning to the end as a Wiz fan, baby.
Did not miss.
You
Wiz,
did-
if you get a
you
hold of
did
this
not
video,
miss.
you did not miss.
You did not miss.
What's
You
y'all's favorite
hit
Wiz
that
song
thing.
then?
From that one, Red
Oh.
Eyes,
I haven't listened to it.
What about overall song? I really like.
Mesmerized.
I like House in the Hills.
I like Mesmerized, and I like Blindfolds, I think it's called, off the Taylor Alliance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like House in the Hills and Roll Up. Those are my top 2 favorite ones.
That's a good one too.
I mean,
Roll Up.
Wild and Free, Young, Wild and Free.
I was trying to pick songs that people don't normally say. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, them
House
2
in the
right there.
Hills, So High.
Sheesh.
But on this recent one, Red Eyes, that song
I
right
haven't
there,
Nice slap.
bro, off the, like, it just, he said, will we give him red eyes? Will we give him red eyes? I was like, there ain't no way this man then reincarnated a song that he already did, but made it even better. Like, there's no, like, yeah,
said
shouts to
it.
you, Wiz. You did your shit on that,
I
brother.
know. I really like listening to his podcast because he just seems
He's
like a really
motivational,
happy
just
and mellow
waking up.
person,
You know, this man smokes out of an orange and then eats that shit. This food.
I would
He
consider
puts
that
a
good
joint
idea.
in the bro. It's a cone like a damn joint. He smokes that shit, and then he's hitting it before it gets resin up. He's eating it while he's hitting from it. Like, bro, he's smoking healthy like a motherfucker.
Smoking
Goddamn, Wiz.
healthy.
Remember, Wiz used to be like really thin out of that. And Wiz
He started
Snoop
boxing.
said it. Snoop was like, I used to be buffer than this motherfucker, and now he take his shirt off and he all. And that's
Yeah.
coming from Snoop. He's
Yeah.
like, now I don't even want to take my motherfucking
Yeah,
shirt
he
off,
look good,
cuz
bro.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just like,
seen-
yeah,
I
he
seen
he
that.
bulked up, bro.
Yeah, he be
Bulked up.
fighting
Got it.
too, right? Boxing.
What I say? He locked in.
He's locked in.
Locked in, baby. That's why I'm
That'd
just
be
like,
cool
you,
to meet him. He's from where?
Wiz.
Because I was listening because they were saying
I don't even
they
want to say
said
the
Mac
wrong
Miller,
thing.
then they said Pittsburgh, but I was just like,
Yeah, Pittsburgh is where he's from. I was about to say some other shit. See, I'm glad I didn't say the first one. Y'all never know because it was in my head. Because I had a lock in. You feel me?
Make me wanna
Pittsburgh, that's
visit
where he
the
from.
cities like they're from, like NLE Chopper, Glorilla, like all them. I'm always like, what city they from? I'm like, oh, I'm trying to visit, like, you know.
I feel like a lot of the artists that are really like outside the box with it are from outside cities.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Comments, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. That's what I feel. I feel like a lot of rappers and artists who are from the outside cities and outside states, they really come in with the fuego and the flavor of different creativity styles, because they're bringing what they already was raised and born with and what they go on with their cultural things. So it's cool.
dope.
That's what music is all about, man. Creativity.
They forget music and dancing. That's an art. Just
It's
everything
all
about
blended
art.
together.
That's a universal language, and I'm just like, that's how we bring. That's how we bring people
Little
together.
man in the back, yeah.
Okay, for sure.
I still gotta give you your mug and the print. It's like over there.
Oh shit. I
Do I
appreciate
grab
y'all.
it?
We
Or you wanna
we
grab
gonna let them see that later.
Okay.
Or unless you want me to do that on
We
here
could do
too,
the
I
second
can
one.
do it. Okay, yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
I don't know. I always ask people a bunch of questions. I asked the basic question. What's favorite food? Ooh.
You go first.
Mm.
I was like, you go
This
first.
favorite food?
Oh, man. I
I
mean,
think
something,
we went over this one time on
something
one
that
podcast.
I feel like I could, I could never get over.
Italian food.
Nah, man.
He's like,
Italian food's cool too. It's not top of my list, but
it's in the middle.
I just love Filipino food, man.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
I know they
I
got a
always
couple spots
remember
out
you
here. I
telling me.
was like,
No, they don't have too many out here. Not there's this spot that me and her always go to called Manila Walk. I would say, if we go out to eat, right, and we do that video, I would have you try lumpia and sinigang. That's literally all we get.
up.
Literally all we get.
That's a
She
good-
is
that's a
so
good
hooked
spot.
on it that I make it at home for her.
Oh my
That's
god.
a good spot.
A whole big
Eat,
pot.
Kevin. Okay.
A whole big pot of sinigang. I make that shit for her. But we add. I don't know how your mom or how you make it.
Everybody makes it different.
How do you make it? What meat do you use?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Lumpia is pork.
No, not for lumpia,
Oh.
but for the sinigang.
It depends. Sometimes pork, sometimes chicken.
Like what part of the chicken? You do like chicken legs?
Yeah, I mix that.
Oh, we do chicken breasts. Fire.
I don't
Nothing
know.
but white meat.
I don't really like white meat. I like dark meat.
Okay.
I don't know. I worked
I
at
see
El-
that.
It was so funny because when I worked at El Pollo Loco, they'll be like, can I get dark meat and white meat? And that was the first time I heard that in my life. I was like, what does that mean? And they'll be like leg and thigh.
Because
That's
it's different.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like leg and thigh, just like dark meat, because it's juicier, and then like healthier is like the breast, you know.
Okay. Word. What about you? What's your favorite food?
I love me a nice ass pasta. It don't gotta be like a certain type of pasta, but
I had
it could
pasta
be,
today.
like a chicken Alfredo. There's different types of pasta. I'm a pasta man for sure. You can't go wrong with a pasta.
You do
dish.
like bow ties?
Yeah, Bruddaz is cool.
Bow ties.
Just today we had the shells.
Mm-hmm.
We had that for lunch.
The more food we talking about.
Yeah. Right. I'm about to hit a food spot after this too for sure.
Yeah.
I can never like. I'm cliche with it, man. I can't go wrong with pizza. I love pizza spots. It's so simple and
It's a lot
shit,
of
but
bread though.
yeah.
I try to stay away from pizza.
That's
Not-
why I go to
not
my
do too
uncle's
much.
spot.
Actually,
The
you
pizza
made almost
plug.
the whole thing. I made my first pizza there too. Remember?
That's why I was
2
like,
years ago,
that's why I
420.
go to my uncle's spot, the
That's
pizza
crazy.
plug, because you can make it how you want it. You got a vegetarian pizza, let's make it. You want a what's that shit? Vegan pizza, we could make it.
That is something about making it. Like, I want to make it so big. I have my own like SUG BANDIT pizza. I always wanted my own pizza.
That'd be tight. See, you just gave me an idea. I'm about to tell my uncle like, yo, fool, what's up with my own pizza, bro?
Yeah.
They gave Angel Baby pizza.
Let me get
Where's our
a Sav's Hot 5 wings and shit.
That was
you know what
hot
I'm saying?
five.
Ooh, that
You know what I
is-
mean? Like
5 different flavors.
5 different flavors.
Each wing.
If you think that's a good idea, holla
No,
at your
no.
boy.
Sab's hot 5. So all the like from the mildest to hottest flavor.
Oh,
Literally.
we gonna start at the
Spicy
low
wings.
to the mid-mild, then the
Yeah,
hot
Sav's hot
inferno. You
5.
feel me? Woo.
You can have all 5, or you
uh,
can do all different.
Uncle, let's
you
get
feel me?
together. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, that's cool,
Heard
man.
it right
For sure,
here.
for sure.
Where's our
Make this
pizzas
happen.
at?
Hey, and then a pizza. And my pizza would be so simple. It would be my family's favorite. All pepperoni, just one side sausage. I'll say it again. All pepperoni, just
Hungry.
one side with
I
the
be
sausage and
throwing
pepperoni.
like 10 different things on my pizza.
I'd call that the Savaroni
Savaroni.
pizza.
Haven't thought-
Special.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
My pizza always gonna have extra sauce. That's fact.
That kind of sounds tight, Savaroni. You can't tell me you wouldn't order that
Savaroni?
shit. Sav got his own pizza. What's it called? Savaroni.
I feel like those are the ones that are like the bread with the filling inside.
Oh, you want stuffed crust? We got you too.
No, not stuffed crust. What it was called? I forgot what they were called.
The twists?
Nah, not the twist.
The what?
They have them like at Sbarro's.
I know what
It's
you're
like-
talking about.
balls?
They're like the long breads with like it's stuffed with like cheese and spinach.
The
Sometimes.
cheese stuffers, you know what he's talking about? That's
Like
the cheese
cheese sticks,
stuffers.
huh?
Yeah, the cheese
Almost
sticks.
like cheese sticks.
No, they're not cheese sticks. Do you know what I'm talking about, Maria?
Damn it.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get to that. Google it.
What's it called?
That look
No, we're gonna get to the bottom
Yeah.
of this right
Huh?
now. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like
Calzones? Yeah, calzones.
oh,
that's what you're talking about?
Those are bomb.
Fire.
Okay,
Fire.
see,
They're like they kind of remind me of a quesadilla, but they're not a quesadilla.
They're fire. I
Yeah.
like the one with
Oh,
spinach.
they're so bomb.
Yeah,
that's
was
why I was
spinach.
like, elaborate. What you
I
talking
gotta
about?
have
I want to
spinach on
know.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the truly like, especially liking different food is like when you try it from the country, like when you're in that country actually trying it. Like, because when I went to Mexico and the Philippines, I was like, it don't get no better than out here. Like, trust,
Yeah.
it do not get no
Before
better.
we end this episode, where'd you get that damn cup?
So I got this cup.
I thought you were
At a
sipping
car
on Lysol
show.
this whole time.
Y'all want to read what it says?
It says lame vatos be gone.
Ooh, be gone, vatos. You
For
lame.
rucas who want names out their way, crisp fuck off scent. So I got this, and it's a Lysol thing, right? I got this because I always go to car shows, and you know how people always selling these?
Yeah.
So I always pass it, and then one day I just looked at it. I was like, why have I never held one like before? Like I know I'm gonna get it. And I started recording a video and just speaking out loud, reading what it said. And then I was just reading it all funny. And then the lady was all like, you know what, you could just have it. I was like, for real? Like I didn't even know her, and she
gave it to
me.
you?
Yeah, shout out to Loli's Creations.
Wow.
I
What
was
you got
like,
there, Zach?
yeah.
We speaking of cups, so I didn't want her to walk all the way around through. She does. She really do custom shit. She made me and my wife one of these things, but hers don't say my name. Hers says Lady Sarah.
Made by me in my room. Y'all need
see that?
custom mugs. Make
Boom.
that. Lost
I'm
for
gonna drink
sure.
my hot chocolate and then shit.
What is that? Vinyl sticker?
Yeah.
Okay. Fly. How would that do? Like washing it though? Like would the sticker come off? Have you tested that?
Yeah, like that one came off a few times. That's why
I
it
got
got a
some
little
stickers, too.
bubbly. So I just redid his. I was just like, this is the
okay.
best.
So
I gotta figure out something.
I wouldn't use it. I
Get
display
you a
it.
sticker too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because if you
don't
start
think-
wetting it, it might
This gonna be on my
I mean, other
desk.
people they told me theirs never came off.
cup
So
holder.
it's
It's
not
like a
fine.
pen holder.
That's gonna be on my desk. But every now and then, if I want to drink from it, I'll just make sure to clean the inside.
Yeah, with a scrub daddy.
Scrub.
The scrub that.
Okay.
I still ain't got my grill scrub daddy. He said he was gonna give me that. But hey, Christmas is coming around. We gonna see. I don't know what to give this man because he already got it all already. Scrub daddies, you done got them all. Pretty much.
Yeah. You could just
I would have to just
you could
give-
just come to the office one day.
He really likes. That's his gift.
That's my gift.
I'm gonna have
Just
to
come
give him
to
some
the
Pokemon
office.
cards too.
Nah, you don't have to give
Oh
me
my
none
god,
of
we
that.
should
Just come
bring
to the
you
office.
Pokemon cards. I could
Yeah,
have my Pokemon.
you don't gotta give me no Pokemon cards. Come to the office.
Yeah. Shout out.
I mean, come chill with me at the office.
I was.
That's
man,
the
see,
environment.
That's the thing. I was gonna go yesterday, but I couldn't go.
I'm just saying because that's the
'cause
environment.
We
You know what I
was
mean?
doing our thing.
You'll feel it over
But
there.
at the same time, it's like it was like a win loss win type of situation. Because I told y'all,
Yeah. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
the world you gonna have to wait and find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. The world will never know. But yeah, we appreciate you, SUG Bandit, for pulling up over here, rocking with us. You know what I mean? Season finale, season finale. You know what I mean? Woo!
Episode 30.
Confetti. Yeah, episode 30. You know, we enjoyed the conversation to where you were, to where you're at, where you're going. You know what I mean? The world knows that.
And where you headed?
And if you want to know more about SUG Bandit, make sure you follow her, stay up to date, see where she's at. Like Carmen San Diego. Where's she at now?
Everywhere, man.
Let's see if y'all can keep up.
SUG
with her
Bandit
and
San
keep up
Diego.
with
Bandit
the
tour.
shows and events.
SUG Bandit tour, she said.
Yeah, she has a lot of those
Yeah, follow her. You know what I
monthly.
mean? Yeah, let's go. So yeah, we really appreciate you. Anything you got to say?
Doom, doom. I'm already saying it. Doom, doom, doom. I'm giving the theme
I'm
music out.
saying-
Boom.
I don't know. I feel like every time I'm on something or event, I always say like everything I protest about. Like that's the last things I always say.
Yeah.
So besides, always stay true to yourself. That's for all my dream chasers
Game.
and people who are lost. Always stay true. Love yourself.
Lock in
Love
with
yourself.
yourself.
Lock in. But yeah, stay
Yeah.
true. Because this world's fucked up. People telling you this, people telling you that. Stay true to you, because there's only one you. Why be a copy when you could be original? Gotta do that. It's forever. Fuck ICE. Free our people. Land back to our indigenous people. Free all the real political prisoners that was out here really doing the right thing. Yeah. I'm like, don't I do a shout out to the Brown Berets. Y'all really out here in the streets doing everything. I love you guys. Like, you know, everybody I've ever met, just even like Sav right here too. Like, I look up to you guys.
Appreciate you.
Everybody who's just doing a change in the world. You know, you guys may not think whoever you talk to or you speak to makes a difference, but even if it's just one person, that could change like their whole day and the way they think about things. So yeah, just try to be there for each other, because it's a fucked up world. It's a fucked up world, and
support each other, man.
Nobody want to go through everything alone. Community is everything, man. Like,
yeah,
and always just come with good intentions.
Y'all didn't even know, but y'all just got hit with some SUG game right now.
By SUG BANDIT.
Let your ancestors guide you. You know, if you're feeling lost, let your ancestors guide you.
There you go. SUG BANDIT, everybody.
Let them lead the way.
All right, well, there it is, you guys. Make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe. Turn on post notification bells so when you upload, you don't miss a video. Hit the description down below. You can find Sav. You can find me. You can find the Brotherhood. You can find SUG BANDIT. Just get down there, get them treats, and we will see you guys when we see y'all, man. It's the final episode for season 2. Where will we be next?
Stay tuned to find out, because it's the Brothers Podcast.
Peace out, y'all.
It's the Brothers Podcast.